Hey folks, Foggy here. Welcome to day 359 of my Year of Solo Wargaming. And Merry Christmas, everybody. It is December 25th. It is not when that is not December 25th when I'm recording this. I'm recording this well in advance. But I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas for those who celebrate. And happy holidays for everyone else who has other seasonal holidays at this time of year. And just simply general good tidings for everyone else on the list. We're playing a roll and write game called Giftbringer. Basically, you're going to recruit your Santa, and you're going to recruit Vikings to deliver presents to all the kids across this little area. You start off by rolling some dice, choosing a boat, and then recruiting some Vikings here, delivering some presents, gaining gratitude, and hopefully some happiness as well. And the player with the highest score wins. This is a free game from Awaken Realms, so I would recommend if you want to be part of the Christmas spirit here, go find this game. I got it off pmparcade.com, but I'm pretty sure you can go to their website as well. Download a copy of it, print it out, and let me know how you did with the same rolls as I've got. And I'll try to explain the rolls as I go along. So each round you're going to roll 4 dice, and I've decided to go with a fairly colorful selection here of red and green, and blue and orange. And on each roll, you're going to then write down whatever the red dice are here, and then you're going to use them as follows. You can use the dice to recruit, and you'll cross off dice as you recruit a specific Viking. So, for example, this little elf over here, you can cross off any 2 dice, doesn't really matter. You can cross off a 1 of 5 in any two, 3 3 in any one, 2 2 2 2 blank blank, 1 4 blank, and then 3 6s over here to get the really beefy Viking who can carry a lot of presents. You have to recruit a Viking before you visit. You cannot visit anywhere. You'll need 1 dice to cross off a ship, one of these ships here in the river. And once you cross off a river, you can then start accessing various houses from your boat. You cannot change the boat that you start off with. So once you choose this one, that's it. You can't switch over to a different one. And then you'll cross off that to indicate that you're using that boat, and then you'll continue onwards. As you visit each house has a requirement. In most cases, it is both a present and die, or just a die. So, for example, for this house, I have to have a 2 and a present to be able to go visit it. And in this house, I need two presents to visit it, and these presents come from my helpers. So, let's say I've recruited little blob here, and it's the only Viking I've got. I can go to, let's pick this house. I could go here, cross that off, and that would take up one of the presents. But then I wouldn't be able to go any further, even if I had the dice to cover this stretch of road. And so I'd just sort of be stuck getting that one done. As you actually do visit houses, though, you'll be able to get gratitude. Gratitude comes in the form of 3 different things. It comes in either cupcakes, it comes in cookies, or milk. Milk is usually on the side here, and then cookies are on the side as well. You'll cross those off, and right in below a Viking, G, C, or I think it's GC, or I forget what the other one was, because it shouldn't be milk muffins. Muffins, apparently, those are muffins. I questioned that. You'll write that in below to indicate how many indicate that has been taken. So if I got up to here and I actually did get this house, but with this one Viking, I'd cross off the milk right M here, and then I cannot take any more gratitude after that. Any additional gratitude is lost. So you want to be careful if you do this one, for example, up here, and you only have 1 space left. You're probably going to want to use it for the muffin, not the cookie, because the muffin's a little bit more points. And I think that is pretty much it. There's finally also a happiness thing. When you visit certain houses, there's a happiness here. You'll cross that off down here on the bottom. The more happiness you deliver, the higher of a score you can get. At 3 happiness, you'll get 10 points. At 6 happiness, you'll get 25. And 9, you'll get 50. And the idea is that you're going to try to build up a high score as possible. And since I've never played this, I have no idea what my score is going to be like. But let's go ahead and get started. It's going to last 10 rounds. Come hell or high water. All right, so our first roll, and I'm going to say these loudly so you can join in. Like I said, join in. 2, 3, 5, and 5. Oh, that is not a good pen at all for this. We're gonna switch gears here a moment. We're gonna grab a different pen. Hopefully this will be a little bit better. Let's go with a more festive pen. Let's go with this red pen here. All right, 2, 3, 5, and 5. So my first instinct is let's go ahead and just cross off. Okay, how about a pen that actually works? Sorry, folks, we're having technical failures. Anybody wants to know what to give me for Christmas? It is a new set of pens. We'll go with purple here. I would not recommend that. I don't use these enough to really justify it. That one's dead too. I have a feeling a lot of these are going to be dead. Let's try this green one. There we go. So I'm going to use 2 of the 5s to recruit the sexy Viking over here. Mostly because I just kind of want to get at least one Viking recruited, which I'll do with the 2 and the 3. But I feel like the 2 and the 2 5s here are going to help me get a Viking that actually has a lot of presence. For 2 and 3, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make some progress on these 2 and recruit those 2 Vikings. So we've delivered no toys yet. Santa's very much not on the job. 1, 3, 3, 6. 1, 3, 3, 6. So I can definitely pick up the other. I'll use 1, 3 for this guy here, and then I'll pick up another 1. I'll just use the 1. And now I've got my first Viking. So I've recruited the Viking. I'm going to fill in this little spot right above the Viking. I can now start to deliver presents. I have a 1 and a 6 left over. And my instinct is, let's get on the road as quickly as we can. But I'm not sure the best place to do that. I kind of want to start here. Like, this is a really beefy house to start off with, but it also looks like it's going to be very difficult to break into if I don't roll the right number. Whereas if I start over here, I can get to that house at least fairly easily. And then ideally, I want to try to get across the river. So I think I'm going to choose this one. So that'll use up one of my other dice. And then with the 6, I'm not going to deliver a Christmas gift yet. I'm going to actually try to get this other Viking over here. So second turn, I've got 1 Viking recruited, and I'm doing pretty good on getting the others recruited. 4, 5, 6, and 6. All right, so this is great. I'm going to use the 5 to recruit our Tharline. I'm going to use the other 2 6s to recruit Big Beefy here. And then that's going to leave a 4 left over. So now I've got 3 Vikings. I've got a ton of presents to deliver. I could go all over the place. I'm going to go ahead and use the 4 here to cross off this first check mark. So I can go ahead and get that. We can deliver on the next turn. Now, some of you have probably already delivered all your presents, in which case, bravo. So I got 2, 2, 3, and 6. 2, 2, 3, and 6. I did forget to mention, there are some special things that Santa can do here at the top. You get to do them, I think, once. You can use these at any point. You may spend any result as any other result, cross this action out after you. So basically, if I didn't like this 2, I could make it a 5, and that would get rid of that. You may spend any 2 results as any other 1 result, cross this out actually after use. So you take those, you do that. Obviously, that's the less efficient version. You may spend any 2 results as a sum of its results, maxing out at 6. So if I wanted to, I could take this 2, 3, and make it a 5. Just basically a more specific version of that. And then finally, you can take 1 as the difference, but you can't go any lower than 1. So if I did this 2, 3, this would be a 1. More specific version of that second option there. So obviously, these are decreasing in order of effectiveness, with the plus and the minus kind of being the same. But I don't think we're going to do any of that. We're going to deliver some presents. So I can use 1 dice, I believe. Or actually, no, I can just use 1 present. I can just start to deliver a present. I'll do that. Deliver this present here. And then I'll get a cookie as a form of gratitude. All right. Now, I haven't used any actual dice yet, and unfortunately, I can't get past that 1. So I might actually have to use Santa's gift here. I will go ahead and do that, and I'll go ahead and use the 2 for that. So we've used Santa's first gift to get past this little roadblock right here. And then I've got another present that I can have this Viking deliver. I don't think it has to be the same Viking, by the way. I think you can write, for example, I could write M under here. Then I'll use the 6 to head over here. That's going to give me some more milk. I'm going to give that to the Fraulein. No particular reason. Don't read into it. A 3 here. And then I'll do a 2 here. I'm going to get this. I'm going to deliver these 2 presents. That'll take care of everything that our bearded Viking over here had. He's going to be able to pick up a muffin. I forgot that for them. It's glass of milk, so it's a G, not M. Very confusing. And then also, we got one happiness. We actually have our first happiness on the board. And then we can use two more gifts. We'll take those from her, and we'll cross this off. And that'll use up the last of that happiness, or take that happiness. And now we have two happiness overall. So the reason I want to do that is if you'll notice over here, we've got a really, really happiness, muffin-rich house. I feel like these are a lot of better presents. So I kind of want to get over into that area. But now, at least I've got here, here, and here. I've got a lot of different options I can use to get to other areas of the board. Unfortunately, I think only one of them would actually allow me to deliver more presents, and that would be here. And I might as well. Let's go ahead and deliver two more presents. And we'll deliver a little bit more happiness, and at least now we're on the board with happiness. All right. Let's go ahead and roll some more. We're going to obviously have some more recruiting to do. We need to get these two guys here, and I think we need to get Santa himself on board. But we still have 5 more presents that we can incorporate. So we have a 3, 4, 4, and 5. Again, for those of you playing along at home, we should be on round 5. 3, 4, 4, and 5. 5, I will go ahead and use that to get across the bay. The 4, sorry, this, I'm not using a present yet. I'm just simply going to cross that off so I can get into this other side. I will use another one of his presents to continue further. I will use another one of his presents, 2 more of his presents to get even further. That's going to give us a little bit more happiness. And this is looking really rich, but I do need to I'm now out of presents. I've used up all the presents that I could possibly use. So I need to cross off some additional items. Let's go ahead and cross off this 4 here. And then we'll cross off these 2 question marks here. And that is the end of my round. 6th round, we have a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 4. 1, 2, 4, and 4. This 2 is good because I really needed the 2 to get this Viking over here on my side. In addition, I can take the 1 and the 4, and I can get 2 more, get 1 more Viking on my side, and now I have 6 presents. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to deliver this house over here. They're going to require 3 presents. They're going to have a bunch of muffins. We're going to give them all to this camel-looking guy. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. And then we're going to claim 2 more happiness. We're just bringing all sorts of life and cheer. It's wonderful. All right. Then I have a 4 that's left over. I think what I'm going to do is I want to focus on getting more muffins. So I'm actually going to send one of his gifts over here. And we're going to pick up 1 more muffin. And this guy is now the Muffin Man. Don't you know the Muffin Man? And then we have a 4 that we could bring somewhere else. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it here. So that 4 is going to help us fill in that. And then we have 1 more gift that we can take from this guy, the burly guy. And then that's going to be 1 more muffin. So we'll fill that in here. Now, obviously, I don't think you're supposed to be able to fill in every single gift. I'm not sure how many gifts there are on the board. So obviously, you want to kind of go for sort of like, high reward, low gift giving, so to speak. We have 2, 3, 3, 5. So if I'm looking around at where else I kind of want to hit in terms of what's going to be beneficial for my score, like each of these is a muffin, and each of these is just simply a gift. So I don't know if necessarily digging into this area is really necessary. However, I will say, if I do this 1 gift, all of these are dice. They don't require additional gifts. So that 1 gift would go a long way. I do need to get some additional, the last 3 Vikings over here. So I'm going to use this 5 here. I'm going to use, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 2 and the 3 as the other 2 forms of recruit. And I'm going to use the 2 here and cross that off. Sorry, 3 and 3 is, so it was 2, 3, 3, and 5. So the 2 3s I used to recruit Santa himself, and then the 2 crossed off there. The reason I'm doing that, I can cross this off. That'll give me 1 further down, and it'll give me a cookie. But more importantly now, it's just dice to get down into the rest of this. All right, we have 1, 3, 3, and 6. So the 1 is going to go towards recruiting Santa. We now have Santa on board. We have only 6 gifts left on the entire board, which is kind of a little scary. So I can't really do anything with that 2, unfortunately. But if I do pick this gift up, I can pick up everything here. So let me go ahead and do that. So that's another gift. Santa loves cookies, so he'll take those cookies here. And then we'll use a 3 and a 6 to go ahead and pick these last 2 up, and that'll be a glass of milk. So we'll write that in under here. And then we still have 1 dice left over. We have a 3 that could go in a number of different places. Like I said, I kind of want to look towards where can I use dice to help fill in to get additional gifts. And it looks like I could go here, but that's not going to be that rewarding. I have a total of 5 gifts left, and I have a total of 2 turns. And part of me is trying to figure out where do I want to maximize my efforts here. I think what I want to do, I'm pretty sure I said 6. Let's do that. We'll try to pick up the muffins over here, I think. We'll see how that goes. All right, so 2, 3, 5, and 5. So I can use 1, 2, and 1 gift to complete this, and that'll give me another muffin. I'm going to go ahead and use 2 dice just to go ahead and complete our good buddy here with the 2 gifts. And so that'll leave a 5 left over. Let's use this 5 to go down here. I've already got that. All right, last roll. We have 2, 3, 3, 5. All right, so the first thing I can do is I can actually complete these 2 dice here. That'll pick up a glass of milk and a muffin. We'll give the muffin to the big burly guy. We'll give the glass of milk to Santa. So that's the 5 and the 2. The 2 3s, can I do anything with either of the 3s? I can do at least this with the 3. That'll use up 1 of them. And then I'll be able to accept this lovely muffin, use these 2 gifts and a muffin, and that'll leave the 3 here to use. I'm going to go up this way, use my last gift to get this last cookie, but I'm going to have to ignore that cookie. I can't pick it up because I have no place to put it. So that's it. I think that is done. I don't think there's any place else that I could go if I wanted to. I do have a 3 left over, and I could cross off like this, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. So how did I do? What was my final score? So the idea is that you want to get as much happiness as possible. I think that was my big flaw, is that I did not spread a whole lot of happiness looking at the board. I did get up to 25 for happiness, so that is going to be 25 to start. Number of... Oh, this is going to be tricky. How many of each type do we have? We have, for muffins, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For glasses of milk, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And for cookies, we have 1, 2, 3. All right, so glasses of milk are worth 4 points each. That's going to give me 16 points, and I don't get a bonus for having 7 or more. Cookies are worth 3 points each. So that's going to give me 15 points. Muffins are worth 6 points. That's going to give me 48. Plus, I did not quite get none. Oh, that is rough. That is rough. How dare you, sir? How dare you? That's rough. Ouch. All right, well, we did missed out on the bonus by 1. So, yay. So that's going to be 40, 56, grand total of 104. So that was my Christmas score for Giftbringer. Folks, let me know how you did in the comments, and please enjoy the rest of your holidays, and I hope the world is treating you well, and I will see you for the last 6 games starting tomorrow. See you then.